We bought a pop-up camper. Look at this thing. It's in our garage. I'm so excited about it. So I wanted to make a video and tell you the reasons why we decided to buy this thing. So first of all, I got my Moose Man hanging out with me today. I found this guy in a thrift store back at Christmas time, and he's my best buddy. He's gonna come on all our camping trips, and just wanted to introduce Moose Man here. So he's got some good Christmas vibes, even though it's the springtime now. He's dressed like it's wintertime. He's dressed like it's a snowstorm coming up. I appreciate you tuning in today, and I just wanted to talk about reasons why we decided to buy this pop-up camper here. And I'll go ahead and get started with number one. We have been tent campers for years, okay? We love tent camping, we love the outdoors, we love connecting with nature, but we're kind of getting to the age now where we got tired of sleeping on air mattresses and cots and things like that. So we started doing some research into the RV world, and we came across pop-ups. There's tons of YouTube videos out there about pop-up camping. So we started doing some research and tried to narrow down what brand we wanted, whether it was a brand new 2026 model or a used model. We had no idea, but we quickly did some research, and we ended up buying a brand new pop-up camper, which is a Rockwood Freedom 2026 model, 1640 FT. It's a lot of numbers, but it's a brand new 2026 Rockwood Freedom 1640 FT. And it's a pop-up camper. It's one of Rockwood's smaller pop-ups. It's not the smallest one, but it's one of the smallest ones that they make. And it's a perfect fit for us. So again, leading into the number one reason we wanted to buy a pop-up is because it kind of got us out of the tent, but it still brings you the feeling of tent camping. So, you know, once it pops up, you got the canvas, you can unzip the windows, and it just allows you to connect to nature just like you would if you were camping in a tent. So the number two reason is that a pop-up camper is less expensive than a traditional travel trailer. So we were trying to narrow down if we wanted your traditional travel trailer or a pop-up, and we quickly noticed that it was a dramatic price difference in pop-ups and travel trailers. So second reason, you know, just the affordability of the pop-up itself. Now, you can dive deeper into the affordability. You can find used pop-ups for around $3,000-$4,000, sometimes even cheaper than that, but you got to do a little work and remodeling if you find one for $500 to $1,000. But we decided to just go ahead and buy new. That kind of new smell got us, and it really reeled us in when we saw this camper for the first time. So number three, low insurance costs. It doesn't really cost hardly anything to insure this thing. On average, it's between $10 and $20 a month, depending on what year it is and what kind of shape it's in. So it's very affordable for your insurance costs. We just added it onto our auto insurance, and we couldn't be happier with that. And along those same lines, it leads me into number four. It's very easy to tow. This particular model is about 1,700 pounds. We tow this with our Subaru Outback, and it tows like a dream. We've been on a couple of trips already. It's very lightweight. You know, we feel it back there, and we haven't gone up any mountain roads yet, so I'm sure it would struggle a bit on steep inclines, but we live here in Alabama. It's mostly flat here. We venture up into the North Georgia mountains sometimes when we are tent camping, but we haven't towed this trailer up to North Georgia yet. So we have a trip coming up in June where we're going up to the Clayton, Georgia area, and it's a little hilly up there. So I'll check back with you after that trip and let you know how it towed. So number five, and I touched on this a little bit earlier, but With a pop-up camper, you still have the feeling of tent camping, so you're still able to connect with nature. And that's one of the main things we were looking for, is to still be able to connect with nature. And we're able to do that with this pop-up trailer. We take it out on camp trips, we unzip the windows, you feel the breeze. It does have a fan on top, so you're able to just kind of suck that cool air in, and it just takes the hot air right out of the top of the camper. Also, if you camp on a waterfront, if it's a beach waterfront, you can hear the crashing of the waves. If you camp next to a river, like a rocky river, a great example is the little river that flows through the Smoky Mountain National Park. You can camp right there next to the river, unzip your windows, and you can just fall asleep to the sound of flowing water over those rocks. So it still allows you to connect with nature in that way, and that's really what we love about this thing. Number 6, it stores in our garage. Look at this. Pop down. This is one of the smallest garages here. I mean, this is not a wide garage. This is just your traditional garage opening here. So you don't have to worry about HOA fines. You don't have to worry about storage fees. This thing will park in any garage. This was our first time towing anything when we bought this thing, so we don't have a lot of room here. Here, I'll turn you around here. Look, we just have a tree line here. There's not a lot of room. Kind of what we do is just we pull forward and then we back in. So it was a little struggle backing this thing in for the first time. Here, hopefully I got you right back where you were there. But yeah, I mean, that was a huge selling point, was that we didn't have to park it in our driveway. We didn't have to pay for a storage facility. We just pop it right here in the garage. And next time we go camping, we can pop it up about halfway and still get in there and access to the refrigerator, charge batteries, do whatever we need to do. The number 7 reason we bought this thing is that pop-ups are typically a good entry into the RV world. So at some point we may upgrade to a travel trailer. Of course, we're going to have to upgrade our tow vehicle at some point, but that's no time in the near future. We're going to enjoy this thing for years to come. But a reason why you may want to get a pop-up camper is that it is sort of a good entry into the RV world. It's great to get you out of a tent, but if you're not ready to go full sin mode and get you an RV or a travel trailer, a pop-up camper is the way to go. The number 8 reason we wanted to get this pop-up camper is that it has all of the amenities of a travel trailer. So we were just talking about travel trailers, and let me grab you here. Let's go for a little walk, and I'll show you what this camper has. So obviously you got a battery box, you got 2 propane tanks here. It's basically has all the amenities of a travel trailer. So it does have air conditioning. This is the back side of the AC here, where it can just drip right out. You got 30 amp power, which is great. 30 amp runs your AC. It's got a fresh water tank. It's got a hot water heater. So it does have 1 sink in there. We don't have a bathroom in this camper. It's a little too small for that, but we do have a sink, and it does run on a 5-gallon hot water heater. And you can also connect to city water as well. Now the sink here just drains right out. This model does not have a gray tank, so whenever you use the sink inside, whether you're using the water pump or city water, you got to unscrew this, and the water basically just runs right out. I would recommend getting you a bucket, things like that. But yeah, this bugger pops up. It's got all the amenities a normal travel trailer has. Wonderful exterior lighting, stabilizer jacks, you got an awning. We just love this thing. And on top of air conditioning, it has heat. The heat works through the propane tank, so you got propane heat. You're protected from the elements. Although it is canvas on the sides, you're still a little more protected than you are if you were in a tent. You got the hard roof on top. The bed supports are strong. I'm a big guy. I weigh about 210. I'm 6 foot tall. So the bed supports support me just fine. But it gets us out of the cots and the air mattresses that, I swear, I've never slept on an air mattress that lasted a full night. They always lose their air. You wake up on the ground the next morning anyway, so you don't have to worry about that with this. So the 9th reason we bought this pop-up camper is that here in Alabama, we camp year-round, okay? So summer, fall, winter, and spring, we're gonna camp in this thing. So it stays warm 10 months out of the year here in Alabama. So we don't plan on winterizing this thing. If it goes below freezing, we're just not gonna go on a trip. We'll park it in the garage here. So we're gonna check the weather, make sure we kind of plan around the weather. So although it does rain a lot here in the south, we're gonna be protected from that here with this canvas. And if we do camp in the summer, we're always gonna camp around water. So whether it's beachfront or lakefront, or we've got a ton of lakes here, wonderful lakes here in Alabama. So there's a lot of lakefront campgrounds that we go to. So if we camp in the middle of the summer, we're gonna camp near water so that we can cool off, go swimming, take our paddle boards out on the water and cool off. But you know, we plan on camping a lot in the fall, winter, and spring. It's spring right now. We've got a lot of trips lined up, so we're really excited to use this thing. But yeah, our camp season is really not what a lot of other people in the country are like. You know, a lot of people put these things away for the winter and they don't pull them back out until the spring. But you know, we go to Florida a lot in the winter, so you don't have to worry about freezing temperatures down there. And number 10, the last reason we bought this pop-up camper is that it sleeps all three of us. And when I say three, it's me, my wife, and we have a daughter. We also have a dog, so it sleeps all four of us comfortably. Oh my gosh, we got 5. We got to take Mr. Moose here with us, so sleeps all 5 of us comfortably. So the bed on the front here is a queen size bed, and the one in the back is a twin size. So my daughter sleeps on the twin, my wife and I sleep on the full size. The dog sleeps in the floor, and I don't know where we're going to put Mr. Moose. But those are the reasons we decided to buy a pop-up camper. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you found value in this video, please like and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next one. See you guys.